Rogue planets are planets that don't have a star. This is something that we haven't been able to detect until very recently. Now, we suspect that there are a lot more rogue planets than we can actually see with our telescopes, because planets are relatively small objects. Yes, Earth feels really big to us standing on it, but when we're comparing them to stars and we're thinking about how far away they are, planets are really, really hard to spot. And they're cool, right? They are giving off infrared light, but they're not shining invisible light. They're not giving off light that's easy for us to see. So we suspect that rogue planets can either form by themselves, kind of actually in the same way that a star does, right? And these are probably these really massive gas giants where they simply collapse from a stellar nebula, from this cloud of gas and dust. But for whatever reason, there just randomly isn't quite as much material right there to be able to form a star. So instead it forms a planet because it's just not enough mass. But we also think that probably lots of rogue planets actually come from stellar systems where they formed around a star but got kicked out. Now here's the challenge though. That's our assumption, right? But we just don't have the technology at this point to really do a proper survey. So the objects that we do find tend to be very large, very massive planets that are usually quite young. So we found some with infrared telescopes where they are still glowing hot from having formed in only the last few million years. And actually, just this past week, here's a really big exciting news, is we've found these objects in the Orion Nebula. So this is a star-forming region really close to Earth, cosmically speaking, which the James Webb has found these objects which look like they're probably rogue planets, but they're in pairs orbiting each other. And we don't really understand yet quite how that might have happened, just in terms of the dynamics of that. We don't really understand yet. So we're going to keep studying these objects and trying to learn more about them, knowing that we just have this tiny picture of it.